Hello all, welcome back to Project Mastery Podcast. We are going to dive into one of the most practical tools in Project Manager's toolkit, which is the RACI Matrix. Ever faced confusion in a project where no one knew who was truly accountable? Now, if you have ever struggled with role clarity, who does what, who is accountable, who just needs to be kept in the loop, this is where RACI Matrix comes to the rescue. Let's dive into this powerful tool. RACI Matrix is a responsibility assignment tool used in project management. RACI stands for RACI. R stands for responsible, the person who does the work. A stands for accountable, who is the owner of the task, who is answerable for completion. C stands for consulted. These people are experts who provide input. I stands for informed. They refer to stakeholders who need updates. Why is this tool very important? This tool is very important because it's going to clarify the roles and responsibilities. It will avoid confusion and duplication of effort. It will definitely improve communication among stakeholders. It ensures accountability at every stage. Let's take an example here. As you can see the example in front of you, develop feature is a task where developer is responsible. Developer is the person who is actually going to code the feature. Project manager is accountable for this task. He ensures deliveries on time and scope. Tech lead comes under the consultant role, where he is the one who is going to provide technical guidance. You are going to consult him for completing this task. Stakeholders are going to be informed. You should always keep them updated on the progress. If you look at the next task, which is called testing, QA team is responsible for this particular task. They are going to run the test actually. Project manager remains accountable. He is going to ensure the quality gates are passed. Development leads will be consulted for this particular task. Development leads will help troubleshoot issues. Stakeholders need to be informed for this particular task. They need to be notified on readiness. We move on to the next task, which is called deployment. DevOps is going to be responsible for this task. They are going to execute the release. Project manager is going to be accountable for this task. Project manager will own the delivery. Security officer will be consulted for this task. Security officer is the one who is going to validate complaints and risk. Stakeholders and end users will be informed. They will get notified about new features. Project closure is another task for which we come to know that PMO is responsible for this task. PMO is the one who manages the closure process. Sponsor is going to be accountable for this task. Sponsor is the one who is going to sign off and own final approval. All leads will need to be consulted for this task because it's a project closure. All leads will provide feedback and validations. Who needs to be informed for this task? All the staff members need to be informed so everyone knows the project is complete. Notice how each row creates clarity. There is no more confusion. Who is doing the work or who do I need approval from? The project manager consistently remains accountable for key deliverables. Technical experts like tech lead, dev lead, security officer are only consulted. Broader audiences like stakeholders, end users, all staff members are just informed. This reduces duplication. This will reduce bottlenecks. It will prevent bottlenecks. This will avoid the classic problem of too many cooks in the kitchen. So as project managers, our role is not to do all the work, but to make sure roles are clearly defined. RACI Matrix is a communication map. It ensures alignment, accountability, and smooth collaboration. Imagine you are running a software project. Without RACI, testing delays might be blamed on development or deployment could stall because no one knows who signs off. With RACI, there is no finger pointing. Roles are clearly transparent. RACI Matrix is not just a tool, it's a communication contract. Next time you start a project, use RACI to set the stage for clarity and success. This wraps up today's episode of the Project Mastery Podcast. If you found this useful, subscribe for more tools and tips and strategies to help you lead project with confidence. We have come to the end of the episode. Thank you for tuning in.